Hello everyone. Welcome back to Military Now. Japan detected a submarine believed to be Chinese off a southern Japanese island. The Defense Ministry said Sunday, heightening Japan's caution levels in the East China Sea as China increases its military activities. The submarine remained submerged, but the ministry said in a statement that it believes the submarine is Chinese because a Chinese Luoyang 3 class guided missile destroyer is near the submarine. The submarine moved northwest off the eastern coast of the Amami-Oshima Island, about 700 kilometers or 420 miles northeast of the disputed East China Sea Islands controlled by Japan but also claimed by Beijing. The submarine on Sunday morning was heading west in the East China Sea. Neither the submarine or the ship entered Japanese territorial water. Under international law, submarines passing off the coast of another country are required to surface and show a national flag inside territorial waters. Japan's Maritime Self-Defense Force sent 3 reconnaissance aircraft and 2 destroyers to the area for early warning and information gathering to analyze China's intentions. A submarine believed to be Chinese also was spotted in the area in June 2020. China has defended its maritime activities and says it has the right to defend its sovereignty, security and development interests. Japan, alarmed by China's growing naval activities in the East and South China Seas, has been stepping up defense in the country's southwestern regions and islands north of the disputed islands. Tokyo says it opposes China's unilateral attempts to change the status quo in the region, and regularly protests the Chinese Coast Guard's growing presence near the disputed islands. Japanese officials say Chinese vessels routinely violate Japanese territorial waters around the islands, sometimes threatening fishing boats. Japan's defense ministry said on Sunday that a submarine believed to be from China was spotted in waters near its southern islands. As maritime tensions persist in the Pacific, Japan's Navy on Friday morning identified a submerged vessel sailing northwest just outside territorial waters near Amami-Oshima Island, part of Kagoshima Prefecture, the ministry said in a statement. The Chinese destroyer was also spotted in the vicinity. Tokyo has complained of numerous intrusions by Chinese vessels of its territorial waters and near disputed islands in recent years. China has often reacted angrily to U.S. ships sailing through disputed areas of the South China Sea in what Washington calls displays of freedom of navigation. Senior Chinese diplomat Wang Yi, visiting Vietnam during a Southeast Asia trip, said those two countries should refrain from unilateral actions regarding the South China Sea that could complicate and magnify disputes. Sunday's announcement said Japan's Maritime Self-Defense Force identified the vessels in a contiguous zone, which is outside territorial waters where vessels are required to identify themselves. Defense Minister Nobuo Kishi instructed his staff, gather information and maintain vigilant surveillance with a sense of urgency. Officials at the Chinese embassy could not immediately be reached for comment on Sunday. The submarine continued underwater westward in the ocean near Yoko 8 Island. Tokyo has complained of numerous intrusions by Chinese vessels of its territorial waters and near disputed islands in recent years. China has often reacted angrily to U.S. ships sailing through disputed areas of the South China Sea in what Washington calls displays of freedom of navigation. Senior Chinese diplomat Wang Yi, visiting Vietnam during a Southeast Asia trip, said those two countries should refrain from unilateral actions regarding the South China Sea that could complicate and magnify disputes.